What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do something a little bit different. I'm gonna be walking you through the most difficult sandwich I've encountered in my entire amateur home cooking career. This is not a casual sandwich. This is a peanut spread and fruit preserve sandwich. People underestimate it. I used to be one of those people. So the first ingredient that you want to start with is the peanut spread. I prefer making my ingredients from scratch. You know why? Because it allows me to understand their behavior. I made this peanut spread earlier today. Ideally, you want it to be as smooth as possible because, The next ingredient that you want to focus on is the bread. For this, I sourced the finest wheat I could find. I made a whole loaf from scratch, but you only need 2 slices. You want the bread to be flexible and not rigid, and most importantly, full of holes. You know why? Because these holes are intentional. They allow for the peanut to occupy the negative space. I know what I'm talking about. This is important for flavor distribution. Now for the last ingredient, the fruit preserve. Ideally, fruit should be preserved for exactly 100 days. No more, no less. 100. Any less or any more, the flavor will be overdeveloped or underdeveloped. So you have to make sure you get it at exactly 100 days. No more, no less. I transferred my fruit preserve into a squeeze bottle. I didn't buy this. Why isn't it squeezing out? Oh, let me make sure not to put that in the video. You gotta make it seem like I made all these ingredients from scratch. I strongly recommend using a wooden spoon because you know what? A steel knife or anything else will disrupt the flavor of the peanut spread. Now for the last steps of this whole entire sandwich is the preparation techniques. You always want to spread against the grain of the bread. Not with it, against it. Because the bread knows what it wants. So we have the bread right here. You want to watch carefully. Taking my time, making sure every stroke is perfect. Alright, look at that. What will Gordon Ramsay say? Perfection, every time. Now for the fruit preserve. This is where most people lose control. You're looking for balance. So what we want to do is we want to apply gently. Here, we want to take our time. You see that? We want to make them like ribbons. Why am I shaking so much? Oh my goodness. Why am I... Stop shaking, dude. It's not that serious. Did I put too much? You know what? I'm a professional home cooked chef. I'm an amateur chef. And I think that's good. Now the real last step of this entire sandwich is the assembly of the sandwich. When closing the sandwich, you want to avoid pressure. Because pressure, that leads to loss of flavor. You don't want to lose that flavor. Remember to be sure, because once it's set, we cannot adjust. Since it will compromise the flavor, it already got compromised. So remember to align the slices. So we're gonna put it like so. Make sure it's perfect. Light pressure. Nothing too crazy. I'm gonna put this back in the middle. And then, boom. So we're gonna cut with this. Now, I know a lot of you are looking at me crazy, but with this, it's gonna crimp the edges so the flavor doesn't ooze out once we cut it. Trust me. I know it makes no sense, but it's gonna make sense. We're not gonna cut horizontally. We're not gonna cut vertically. We're gonna cut diagonally. Like so. We're gonna crimp the freaking edges. That looks freaking ugly. Okay, we're gonna push that down. Okay? I know it looks ugly. Trust the process. Alright? We have it cut, kind of. And now we're just gonna pull it apart. See? It kind of crimped it, not really.
What the hell? Oh my God.
So I really didn't crimp it, but I refuse to use a stainless steel knife. We gotta use wood to preserve the flavor. It did cut, it didn't close it though, but that's okay. All right, now with the sandwich cut, we're gonna leave it to rest for 60 minutes. 60 minutes, you heard me right, 60. I ain't playing around. The flavor needs to be locked in. This step is not optional at all.
1 hour later.
It's been 60 minutes. Now, we assess the sandwich. So I'm gonna take a bite out of it. And then I'm gonna tell you exactly what I'm feeling. The exact feelings of biting into this sandwich. Immaculate. Now that I took the first bite, the process isn't finished. After the first bite, you need to wait an additional 20 minutes for the flavors to keep locking in. This allows for the peanut spread and the preserve to settle into each other. This is important. I'm not playing around. This is my family technique right here. I'm not gonna wait, but if you're willing to wait to get that maximum flavor, go for it. Knock yourself out. I just want to take the time to say thank you if you made it to the end. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, feel free to like and subscribe if you want. I appreciate it. Peace out. And yes, this was all a joke.